Hey everyone, it is me, the fabulous Leo Brown, and I'm on here with some revelations about myself and about my body. But before I go into that, I want to say thank you to all my viewers and subscribers, all my likers, dislikers, commenters, whether your comments were good, bad, you know, indifferent, ugly, downright mean. Thank you. Thank you for everything because it does mean a lot, even though YouTube is not my life. But I thank you guys so much for even wanting to hear what I have to say. Now, before I go into today's video or this video, I'm going to talk about the last video I made, which was a video in response to the whole Justin J debacle versus everyone, you know. And I just wanted to include I'm gonna tell you why the reason I made the video. One, I wanted to include my thoughts because, contrary to popular belief, I like Justin. I think Justin's great, and also I see a lot of myself in him. And what prompted me to make it was I thought, how would I want someone to talk to? Excuse me. How would I want someone to speak to me? How would I want someone to talk to me? Like if if I were him and he were me, what would I do? What would I say? To impart some wisdom. What would I say to show him, like, hey, you have support, but you need to be taken down a peg or two, or you need a little, I shouldn't say taken down a peg, but you need some tough love. That's why I made the video. Many people said that I made the video to get views and subscriptions. No, YouTube is not my life. YouTube is owned by Google. Let's just make that clear. Okay, Google, Google. All right. So, no, I did not make the video for views or subscriptions. Now, if you chose to watch the video, great. If you chose to subscribe to my channel, fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. I welcome you with open arms, a big hug, and we'll sit down and have some cake. But I didn't make it for that. I made it because, like I said, if I were him and he were me, how would I want someone to talk to me? You know what I mean? And I consider Justin a friend of mine. Now, many also said, they were like, well, if you really cared, why didn't you speak with him privately? Here's the thing about that. I would love to talk to Justin. And Justin, I'm saying this. If you are watching this, if you do watch this video, I would love to speak with you privately via phone, via email, via instant message, via direct message. I'd love to talk to you because, like I said, I think you're a great guy. And in that regard, when people said that, I actually agree with that. I think that it should have been a private conversation. But like I said, I don't know him well enough to approach him and say, hey, I know you don't know me, but let me talk to you. Let me holler at you about blah, blah, blah. Which is why I didn't do that. But I would love to do that because I think that would be not only good, but it would give him a chance to say his piece. It would give him a chance to, and also, myself a chance to get to know him a bit. So no, I would have loved to have done that, to have done that. I think that would have been great. Now, on the flip, I also think, well, would he listen to what I have to say? If I were to approach him via direct message or via instant message, or, I emailed him, I hit up his Gmail and, and I said the things I said in my video, would he listen to what I have to say? And lastly, would he even care? So that was another reason why I chose to do it on a public forum versus hitting him up privately, because my thing is, I'm like, you don't know me. You don't know me at all. You don't know me from a can of paint. I could be a nut. So that's why I didn't hit him up privately. But I actually agree with some people that said that. That, it should have been, it could have been a private conversation. And once again, I would love to speak with him privately and talk with him. I think he's a great person. I think, he and I are a lot alike. He's a Leo, I'm a Leo. So I get it. We have the same birthday. Well, Leos tend to we have the egos the size of Mack trucks. We just do. And we don't see what others see. And it's not until it's too late that we're like, oh shit, you know what I mean? So I get it. You know, I get why he's on a whole nother realm and blah 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 or whatever. But anywho, um, but that's why I made that video. I made that video really out of concern. I didn't make it out of malice or to be rude or condescending, as some of you said. I really didn't. I made it really because I cared. And I see some of where he's going. I see what he's doing. And I think, I won't say he's doing the wrong thing because there is no right or wrong in life. But I would say that there's nothing wrong with, if you really do have friends, there's nothing wrong with a friend coming around and saying, hey, let me guide you in the direction that I think you're trying to go. That's why I made the video. Because if you actually listen to me, excuse me, if you actually listen to what I have to say, I didn't really criticize him at all. I was like, look, I think you're great. However, here's some things that need to be improved or can be improved upon. Now, whether he listened to what I had to say, that's up to him. I mean, that's, you know, I can't force you to adhere to heed what I'm telling you. You know what I mean? That's the same way with all the other videos that people made, because I wasn't the only one. There was Timothy Blaine, there was Sincerely Velvet, there was James, of course, Alexander. There were so many people that made response videos to him. Some were harsh, more harsher than myself, than I was, and some were, you know, comical, and some were honest and intelligent. So it just, you know, it all varies. We all have a right to our opinions. Everybody does. So that's what I wanted to say on that, and that's the last time I'm going to discuss this because I think that it's over and done. Um, and I said my piece. You know, I said what I had to say, and I meant what I said. And I don't take, and you can't take back words. Once you say it, you say it. So, with that being said, that's over and done. But I thank you guys so much for watching it and leaving your comments and subscribing to what I had to say, and even the things that you didn't like, and for giving me some feedback too, because some people were like, oh, you need to trim your beard, you need to fix the blind in the background. I mean, just giving me the business. And actually, I actually appreciate that because there were things that I actually didn't notice. I was like, well, dang, I do need to trim the beard, or I do need to, you know, turn that blind down. So thank you to those of you who did that. Anywho, that's not what we on here about. But I wanted to come in and just say that first. Now, here's what we on here about. My people, my family, my subscribers. Y'all, let me tell y'all. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but this morning I realized that I am getting old. Now, that getting old is bad, because getting old is a wonderful thing. I think it just depends on how you view it. But, and I shouldn't say this morning, but I would say maybe 3-4 days ago, I realized, like, wow, my body is changing. I can't do the same things I used to do. Now, I realized this in regards to eating. About a couple of months ago, I started a weight loss journey, and I did a video on it. And, you know, at the time, I think I had lost like 10 pounds, 10, 15. And I felt great, it looked great and everything. And since then, I won't lie, I fell off the wagon. I've gained a little weight back. And not enough to where it's ridiculous, but it's enough to where I can tell. But anywho, so I gained a little weight, and that doesn't bother me because I know I can lose the weight. I mean, I'm not worried about that. I can lose the weight. I can get that together. No problems. Here's the thing, and here's what I'm realizing. Here's what I'm realizing that I'm getting older. So, I love to eat. I love food. I love any reason to sit down and chow down for some good food, okay? I love, in particular, sweets. I'm a big sweet tooth person. Everything from ice cream to cake to candy, you name it, I'll eat it, okay? Everything but, yeah, because I was going to say everything but licorice, but I'll even eat licorice too. Anywho, because I like Twizzlers. So anyway, so couple days ago, I'm sitting down eating my ice cream. I love butter pecan ice cream. I'm a Southern Belle, love it. Okay, live for butter pecan. I love anything with a nut. Take it any way you want, but I do. I love anything with a nut in it. So, so I'm sitting down eating my favorite snack, butter pecan ice cream and barbecue potato chips. And yes, this is together. I love butter pecan ice cream and potato chips. I don't know why. I think it's because it's the salty sweet, honestly. So anyway, so I'm sitting down eating my stuff, having a grand old time, go to bed, and this was like early in the day. Run my errands, do what I have to do, go to sleep, and then I wake up and my stomach is doing flip flops. It feels like somebody has punched me in the stomach, has stabbed me in the gut, and I'm like, what in the world is this? Now, in terms of plumbing, everything's fine. And I'm like, okay, I'm regular, everything's good. I know TMI, but just being honest, everything is fine. And all of a sudden, I started getting all this cramping, cramping and pain. And in particular, it would hit me at night. It would hit me right as I was going to sleep. Now, mind you, I don't eat before I go to bed because I'm like, I know that's bad. So I don't eat before, I try not to. So I always drink water or something like that. And I'm like, what in the world is this mess? And I look, I do a little research and I'm like, what is this? This cramping, this bloating, I don't feel like myself, even though, everything plumbing wise is fine. And I look, per my research, and I'm like, well, what is this? And per my research, it says that it may be IBS or irritable bowel syndrome. And I'm like, what is that? So I do my research and I'm looking at the symptoms and I'm going, yeah, okay, the bloating, the cramping, feeling, not like yourself, you know, spasms. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. My stomach's making all kinds of noises. I'm like, yeah, that's about right. So I realized, in the past 3 days, it's like, well, this is how you know you're getting older because your body is changing. Your body basically is sending you a signal like, hey, you can't eat like you're 15. And I mean, whatever I eat, like pizza, anything that has cheese, because I noticed that whenever I eat any kind of lactose, my stomach goes haywire. It's been doing that for the past couple days, and I'm like, okay. Um, Let me see. If I drink something like coffee, if I drink tea, my stomach will be fine for a minute, and then it will go back to its stuff. Like even now, as I'm talking, my stomach is feeling some kind of way, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like I feel like somebody's punching me in the stomach, and it's not painful, but it's uncomfortable. It's very discomforting. And I'm going, okay, what in the world is this? And I've never had IBS before. I don't know what IBS is. And it just popped up. So yeah, this is not fun. So here's my question to my viewers, for those that are watching. One, what is this? Like what triggers IBS? Because I think that's what this is. And two, what for those of you who suffer with this, what do you do? How do you maintain? How do you handle? How do you treat this? Because I don't know what to do. I'm trying everything and it's not working. I'm trying to relax. I know I'm not stressed out, but I'm like, it's not working. Um, I've cut back on my sugary food, trying to include more veggies into my diet, but it's not like I eat, gobs of cake or, whatever, but I don't know what's going on. So I want to know from you, how do you treat this? What do you do? Like, I know some, some sites that I went to, they were saying probiotics can work and ginger can work, like ginger tea. So please tell me, honey, I need to know because this is not the business. This is not cute. I feel very bloated. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel so bloated, like, oh my God. And the pain, what gets me the most for me is the discomfort at night. That hurts like a son of a bitch. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And it just happens. Like I could just be lying down and bam. It's like somebody just came and just pop right in my stomach. And I'm like, you know, so yeah. For a diva like me, this is not cute. So I really want to know, what do you do? Like, what suggestions would you give me? What do you use? Because maybe I can try it out. I really want to know that. And also in terms of the weight loss journey, like I said, I gained a little weight, but not enough to where it's ridiculous, but enough to where I know. But I even want to know that from you too. What tips would you give me in terms of weight loss to maintain weight loss? Because I did, I maintained my fitness and weight loss lifestyle for about a good 6 months. But what I noticed was it became old. I became bored because I started using the protein shakes, like protein smoothies, banana, peanut butter banana, chocolate banana. I ate a lot of bananas. Um, berries. I did all kinds of different things, but after a while, it got boring. And I really tried, along with calorie counting, which was a pain. That was a pain in my ass. Calorie counting was such a pain in my butt. It really was. So I want to know from you, what would you recommend in terms of weight loss too? Because to maintain, I necessarily don't need to be thin. I will never be thin. I will always have a fat ass. I will always have thick, juicy thighs, hips, and things. That's gonna always be me. However, I want to maintain a certain look, certain physique that is in shape, for my height and for, my body type. So too, I don't want to be thin, but I don't want to be, too thick on either. I want to be kind of in the middle, just like everything's in the right place. So that's what I actually came on here to talk about. Just wanted to respond to my last video I made, but also tell y'all about that because, baby, the struggle is so real. Hence the title of this video. So leave your comments below, please. Thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, for liking, for disliking, for rating, you know what I mean? And just for being you, for being here. So I thank you guys so much. And until next time, it is me, the fabulous Leo Brown, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.